Hello everyone, I am Argama Witch and I'm back with a tutorial. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thought Argama doing a tutorial? Anyways, I wanted to kind of show doing Vbridger. It's an updated Vbridger tutorial because I've done it before and it was long and drawn out, and then I learned how to use some blend shapes. So I'm going to show you how I do it with blend shapes, which will cut a lot of the time down. You'll notice I'm using my stream layout, and the reason I'm doing that is so we have the subtitles at the bottom. They're auto-generated, so sometimes they say weird things like cheese sauce, and when I mean Jesus Christ. But that, and we also have the clock in the top corner, which might be useful at some point. Also, you might see my toggles come on and off because I tend to use the keys on the side, and that shit just happens. Now, we're going to start with the mouth. We're going to do the mouth, the eyes, and the brows, and we're going to do it in that order. You can do it in whatever order you want. It doesn't really matter. Now, for the mouth, when it comes to the mouth form, we're going to add some deformers. Now, you're not deformers, parameters. I'm sorry. I just got done with doing my last-minute Christmas shopping, so forgive me. For the mouth forms, you're going to do mouth form, which is going to be the smile frown. You're going to do the open mouth, which is, you know, And then you're going to do your cheeks for cheek puffing. I'm actually going to move that at the bottom because I don't like that there. We're going to do mouth funnel, and that one I do as a blend shape, and that should be a -1 to 1. The other two are normal. It should be like a -1 to 1 and then a 0 to 1. Then mouth press lip open, which is also going to be a blend shape as a -1 to 1. Mouth shrug, which will be a 0 to 1 as a blend shape. Mouth pucker, which is also mouth pucker widen. That will be a -1 to 1 blend shape as well. Mouth X will not be a blend shape, and that will be a -1 to 1. And jaw open will be a 0 to 1, and cheek will be a 0 to 1. Although the cheek I might change later on. I have a little like Vbridger notes from the last time I made this, which has all this information here. I will, let's zoom! Okay, so these are the parameters you're adding, but what you're going to do is make sure that your funnel, lip press open, shrug are all blend shapes, and then along with the mouth pucker widen, which I did initially forget there, but you can see down here that I did add mouth pucker widen. So these four here are going to be the blend shapes. Everything else is going to be how this is. Okay, I'm sorry that's a little fast. I started it and I was like, I should make a video on this, and then I can always refer back to it and it might help other people. So excuse me while I flounder about with this. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just do the mouth form. So add your 3 shapes. I'm going to grab this and the lower lip at the same time. We're going to just shift and like select both of them, or control, whatever. And we're going to go to temporary deform tool, and I do temporary path. Yeah, and I know this has like a little bit of a cat mouth already. We're gonna kind of like remove that cat mouth. That's just how I drew it, right? And so this is gonna kind of be like the standard. I'm trying to make it as like neutrally looking as possible. Yeah. For that, it's kind of like a, I don't know what it is. It is what it is. We're going to come back up here and we're going to grab our temporary deformer. So this is modeling, temporary deform tool, and then temporary deform path. Yeah, like that. And then I want this into more of a smile. Oh, I didn't do that. You didn't see me do that. You can't prove nothing. Except this is a recording and you can prove everything. Damn it. Okay, like that. Now we have a smile. Yeah. And then we're gonna go down to the negative, do the same thing. There might be a shortcut to this. If there is, I don't know it. I am not super proficient in this program. I know just enough. Also, this may be a chibi, but this tutorial works for full bodies. I did the same thing for this one, with the exception of the cheek puffs. I don't usually add cheek puffs. Oh. Okay. Smile, frown. Smile, frown, frown. And then we can use the onioning down here so we can kind of see where things are. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, perfect. Gucci. Mouth open. On this one, I am going to just add like a non-temporary deformer path. You could have done this before. I'm doing it now because that's how I do. I'm gonna add one down here. Don't judge my meshes, by the way. I'm really lazy when it comes to meshes, and I do a little better if it's a commission, but if it's for my own stuff, which this is, I just don't care as much. And I know that sounds bad, but I'm sorry. Alright, so we want a mouth open. So we're just gonna pull it open. Boop. And I recommend you refining everything. I'm gonna kind of like not, because of two reasons, really. Two reasons. One, I want to kind of show you in real time what I'm doing. I don't really like... Oh, I forgot to add the... Son of a bitch! Someone saw that and they were yelling at me. I just know it. But no, so like, okay, so the reason I'm not refining things, two reasons. And the first one is because I want to go in real time so you guys can kind of follow along as I'm doing it. Because I don't really want to speed through too much. I want you to see exactly, you know, what's going on. So this one I just want it to be like a, yeah. And the second reason is I'm lazy and I probably am not going to do it anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna synthesize corners and see if that works. Yeah, it works a little bit. I'm gonna refine this because I don't like that smile open. So this is, so everything I just said about not refining things, I never said that. You can't prove it. Even if this is a recording, it's a lie. I've been hacked by the government and they're... Listen here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. How big is this, like, why Ew. Okay. So I'm using this brush to just move things, and then I hold down B and then, you know, click and wiggle it up and down, and that's how you adjust the size. I hate adjusting it this way, but that's how shit works in this program, okay? And who am I to complain about this amazing program? I'm just some pleb on the internet who's showing you how to do things because I want to help you. Even if people are like, oh, you're only doing it for the views or the clicks or the money. I don't make money, I don't get many clicks, and clicks don't mean shit to me. I just do it to help people, so yep. Also, I'm gonna remove the inner mouth right now because it's distracting the shit out of me. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an okay cue. Also, if you hear my dog in the background, I've gotten a dog in the past year, and I don't make too many tutorials, but if you're on my streams, you've heard the dog, you know the dog. You might have even seen my maple video. That is my dog. So you might hear him whining in the background because he is a needy fuck, and that is what he's doing right now. Okay, I like that smile, and I'm gonna fix this frown. I want it to be more frowny. He's such a grumbly boy. He wants more attention. We just went for a car ride. Like I said, we did some last minute Christmas shopping. But he's just so upset. He's like, I want you to play with me all day, every day. All right, let's see. That's a face. That's a frown. That's misery right there. That is misery. I love it. Okay, I'm here for it. Let's go. All right, so we have our. We're happy. We're miserable. Faces. Once that's good, you're gonna add an extra shape in the middle. You can just hit the 3 button there. Because. Give me a second to deal with my dog. Which means you're gonna see a time jump. I'm back. I gave my dog cheese. Ooh. Whoa. Right. This shit. Perfect. Okay. Now, one of the other things we're gonna do is the mouth sack to match. Let's put this on 0. We're gonna put this on a 3. And put this on a 2. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm holding the Alt button and grabbing one of these red corners and pulling it, so it's going to pull it towards the center. And then I'm just going to kind of take the corners and push it up to kind of match it. Like that. And then I'm gonna actually take this whole damn thing, Ctrl Shift copy, RC, Ctrl Shift V. I'm gonna do that here, and then I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna adjust it to where the mouth is. I just gave my dog one of those yak cheeses, those really hard cheeses, and he might be grumbly again in a minute to go take it outside. But it is also like covered in snow outside, because of course it is. And I don't want him taking it out there because he'll get it lost in the snow. And that shit's expensive. But I'm just giving you a heads up that you might hear more grumbly boy in the background. Alright, so now we have... Well, we have that. We're going to synthesize corners. I should have done this all together, but I didn't really want to. And now we're just going to kind of adjust this accordingly to match the shape of this mouth. I don't actually know that I like that color. Adjust it. That one's definitely way too big.
That's what she said.
Okay, now we're gonna take this dish. We got Alright, we're moving around. It looks good. It's flapping around like the fish it is. Perfect. Gucci. Also, sorry if I talk too much about my dog. I have a dog. People with dogs do that. Have you not noticed that people with dogs do that? Alright. Next we're gonna do a mouth funnel. We're gonna put this on a 0. Put this on 0, 0, 0. And then we're gonna add 3 shapes here. Now this is a blend shape. They're special. Blend shapes are special. They're a little bit of a pain in the ass if you don't know what you're doing. I barely know what the hell I'm doing, so... Good news, everybody! We're gonna learn this together. Well, I mean, I know a little bit of what I'm doing. So... Okay, so the mouth, alright, so mouth funnel, there's been an issue. We gotta go this to 0, not to 1. Also, you hear my dog barking. I gave him some cheese and it wasn't good enough for him and now he wants more. Also, I forgot to add some deformer path things here, so I'm going to do that real quick. I tend to do the corners, the top, bottom, and then I do in-betweens to kind of be able to adjust it accordingly. And then I shrink down the size over here where it says the deform path width down to something that's more manageable like this. Today is probably the worst day to be doing this because I have packages coming in, I have gifts to wrap, and my dog is being a pain in the ass, but here we are. Okay, so mouth funnel. Mouth funnel. So for this one, we're gonna I'm gonna grab both of these. I'm gonna add the two forms, and we're gonna move it to 1. I did this already and forgot to move it. So that's why I keep seeing time jumps in the top corner. I'm so sorry. I could fake it, but I'm not going to. Alright, so basically we'll want to like we want to and let's grab the mouth sack and also add it on there. I'm also going to do the and pull this down here. Just kind of line it up a little bit. Perfect. Well, I mean, it's not done yet, but so from here, because we're doing a funnel, and it's like I'm going to grab the corners here. I'm gonna hold my Alt key. And I'm gonna pull it in just a little bit, so it's like a So it seems like things are coming in. That's all I want to show. Okay. I feel like I'm out of breath. Do I sound like I'm out of breath? I feel like I'm out of breath. I feel like I'm panicking because I'm already 46 minutes into this and this is just recording. Actually, technically it's an hour recording because I started and did 20 minutes, then realized I fucked up everything and started from the beginning. It was just more of I forgot that I didn't have any meshes down or anything like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alright, so we have that. That needs fixing. Oh lordy, you need some fixing. Keep in mind, I have all 3 of these selected on the side. You can see that. Okay. So what we're gonna need to do a limit settings for blend shape weights. So for the mouth funnel, we're going to do the mouth open. Perfect. Gonna add it. Great. And then over here we're going to do like this, so it's gonna kind of like slowly remove it as you get to 1. So 100. So like the 100%. I don't know how else to explain this, but like, so when you're at the 0, because you see the 0 down. Why am I pointing with my real finger? God, you can't see that. Okay, so so you see the 0 here? That's the 0 up here, and it's at 100%. When it gets down over to the 1, which is when we take the 0 and go to 1, it's now making this blend shape at a 0% here. So that means that it's not going to have the like goofy not that you can really do that, but you know. So that's that. That's what we're doing with that. And we can close this off. We're gonna come back to it later. But yeah, for now, that's it for that. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, now we're going to do the lip press mouth open, and I've already done this. And you know my problem? I keep forgetting to move the goddamn blend shape. I can copy them, like the shapes, if it's on a parameter, but on a blend shape, I don't know how to copy it. I know it's like a Control Shift B, but I don't understand how that works, so I can't use it because I'm dumb. And dumb people can't do things the way other people do. So I gotta redo everything because, like, that's just how I do. All right, so now that I'm on the -1, I'm going to create a temporary path. What am I? Here. Modeling temporary path. Click. Okay, yeah, that works. Click, 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 click. We kind of want it to be like an M, a very loose M. We want it to be a, like, kind of like a that you used to draw as kids. You know what I'm talking about? You remember when you like kids and you draw like a sunset and you put like fucking birds in the corner and you'd be like, look at the seagulls. And of course they don't look anything like seagulls. They just look like M's, but we were taught to draw that way. By who? I don't know, but we all did it. Why did we do it? I don't know. Why did you jump up to the size, please? Make sure they don't take it. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Never mind. No. What are you doing? Why does it keep changing now? I don't know why it keeps changing that. Alright, and so we're just gonna kind of pull this up a little. Because the idea is like your lip is pulling in a little bit. Okay, so that's that. And then the other one we want on the +1. Mind you, we do have the sack, the lower lip and the upper lip connected. I know mine says mouth line and then lower lip. Don't. My naming convention's stupid. So this one we're going to kind of open the mouth a little bit. Can we not with that, please? I want you. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is make it like when you say E, you know, when you do E. So we're basically pulling the corners down a little bit. I want to make sure that I was just moving those in the right. You can hear my dog barking in the background. Did you know that if you have a dog, you talk about your dog a lot? I never had a dog before. I had no idea. Alright, so this is like eat. So you make that face as much as you want, as easy as, you know, however it's easier for you. And you just kind of look at what it looks like. It's like, growl. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just pull this to where I want it. Yeah, like that. That's good. So such a fucking angry face. A little grumpy face. Also, if you learn how to do Vbridger yourself, you could save yourself a lot of money, because this stuff costs a lot of money when you hire somebody. I'm saying it's not worth it. Look, I know that Live2d community got really pissed off at me once for saying that Live2d costs a lot of money. I never said it wasn't worth the money. I just said it costs a lot of money because it's a lot of work. But people got upset at me, so I'm sorry that you got upset. I didn't mean to piss you guys off. So yeah, just know that I was just trying to give informed information, and that's it. It wasn't like a personal dig or attack, and yeah. That being said, Vbridger commissions tend to cost a lot of money because they're a lot of work. I'm not saying it's not worth it to hire. If you got the money, fucking do it. If you want to just try to save like $200 to $400, here you go. I'm trying to teach you. Anyways, I'm not salty, you're salty. What do we need to do? So we want to actually change for the mouth open to kind of like not have this face. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the limited blend shapes again. I try to select the one that I want and doesn't always like grab it, but you know. And we're gonna do the mouth open again. Add it. Bam. Yeah, I think form 3. Well, line 3. I like the more like subtle, but I think for this one we're definitely going to need it to be more a quick drop off. So we have it like this, and then it's just gonna like blend into it. Or we have the open, and then it's just gonna kind of blend into it. Although I am gonna take that, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I make faces and then I play with them, and it's just like a toy to me, so I'm just playing with it. All right. At this point, we're going to need a deformer. Yeah. So we're gonna take this, and we're gonna put it in a deformer, and we're gonna call it Shrug. Shrug. Cool. I'm holding down Ctrl when I'm moving it up because I kind of want this more in the center of the mouth. But that's all I did there is I hit Ctrl and then moved it up. Over here it is Shrug. I'm going to try not to be stupid and actually put it on the one. Oh, and then I grab this and I just kind of pull it up. You know, I'm actually gonna like. I should have done this before. Again, I'm no expert at this. I am using my limited knowledge and teaching you with the limited abilities that I have. Because also, Merry Christmas to everyone who is watching this around that time of year, because it is Christmas time for me. Alright, so we have a shrug. We can limit blend weights. So we want mouth shrug, we want mouth open. We're gonna add it. And when the mouth is open, we don't want that. Also, my headphones just turned off, so hold on a second, I gotta fix that. Put some music on in the background or something. Okay. Yeah. So when your mouth is at 1, the shrug's gonna go off, but it'll come back when you glitch your mouth. So this all. There we go. I was like, that is looking a little like something else. Oh my god, look how frowny that is! I love it! It's so cute! Okay, anyways, we're done with the shrug. Can you believe it? So next we have is the pucker, which is actually going to go in another deformer because we love deformers, don't we? So mouth pucker up, baby! Great. Let's get you on a neutral. Again, I'm holding Control just to move this so it's more in the center. I like it more centered. So for the pucker, we're gonna show like a squish and pull thing. So for the pucker, we're gonna do 3. On -1, we're gonna squish. Yes. So I'm gonna hit the Alt key, and then I'm gonna grab one of the corners here, and I'm just gonna kind of pull it in. And then I'm also going to pull this down and pull this up. This is more noticeable if you have lipstick. So it's kind of gonna run me. And then for this one, we're gonna hold the Alt key again and pull out. And then I'm gonna take the top ones and kind of smush it a little bit. Mwah! Mwah! Sorry. Sorry, I'm dumb. Alright, so mouth X. We have 3 parameters. It's in its deformer. If I've skipped this, it's because I restarted also because my audio was recording from my desktop and I didn't need y'all to hear music that could potentially be copyrighted. So yeah, this one we're just gonna kind of like move it side by side. So you pick a side and then you just kind of move it to how you want it to. Like these two need to be moved a little bit more like that. I want it like a... I want it to be weird. Yeah, I kind of like that. Alright, now that we have that, we're just gonna click that like hamburger menu and do this reflect motion and hope to God it reflects it on the other side so I don't have to do it again. Shortcuts. And if you want to make this look smoother, you can go into extended interpolation and then go into the linear, and usually 5's enough, and then it can smooths it out a little bit. It kind of figures out the in-between, and then, you know, that's good. You might also want to check with the mouth open what it's going to look like. So for the mouth open, I'm going to add 2 because I'm going to kind of fix like this. It looks okay-y. It doesn't really. I think the dog is just barking at people in the yard. I want to kind of like flatten that a little bit so it looks more like it's mushing into your cheek. Yeah. And this I'm just gonna kind of like smush around some of these. It's a good thing that most of my neighbors have dogs because they don't care that my dog barks. He also doesn't bark too much. Okay. Let's just reflect that and see if that works. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna have to fix the inside of the mouth. I made it a little too small, but that's okay. So now this is like this, and then if you open it, it's like this. Look at all the little teeth inside. They're so tiny. Alright, let's just kind of like enlarge all this. Hold on, what did I do? Okay, that'll work. Oh my god. We're gonna do stuff with the teeth in a minute. No worries. Okay, yeah, so that's good. That's Gucci. And then we need a jaw open, which is going to take the mouth X, and we're going to put it into a deformer. You can actually close your mouth now, thank you. And we're going to put this into something that's called jaw. And so we're going to have like 2 deformers on jaw open, and then 2 on mouth open. Okay, so if the mouth is closed, but the jaw is open, we're gonna move this down. Now we're going to do the tongue and bottom teeth into one that we're just gonna call jaw open. And what we're going to do is open the mouth so we can see. And then on jaw open. We're gonna just kind of lower it down. Okay, that's just me adjusting because you saw earlier that I this should never be a thing. Jaw open should always be with that. And by the time you get there, it should be there. Okay. And that's so it moves, bounces around when you talk, you know, all that good stuff. There's also cheek puff, but we haven't done anything with the head yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the face. I have the head and the X and Y, but I'm gonna grab it before then. And I'm going to put in a new deformer here, and I'm going to call this Mouth Jaw. I don't know what to fucking call it. Alright. And so I'm doing two things with this one. I'm going to do the X and Y, and I'm going to do the jaw open. So for this is like, pull it down like that. And then for the X and Y, this smooshes over there, so I'm gonna just kind of like take this and, yeah, I guess I can take a little bit more. Like that, and maybe give a little twist. And with that, I'll pull it over here, give a little twist. And for that, we're gonna give a little twist and push it over here. And for that, we're gonna give a little twist and push it over there. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. Now you can do cheek puffs. Now cheek puffs is like entirely optional, and I don't normally do them. However, I have seen a way that you could do them using conditional physics and blend shapes. So we're gonna try that. Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this here and we're not gonna touch it as is, but we're going to do a cheek puff left. I'm just gonna call this CP. Cheek puff left. Whoops. And we're gonna check that off, and then I'm just gonna replicate it, and then I'm gonna just grab it and edit parameter, and then just change this to a right, and change this part here to a right. Alright, so the idea of this is that this is gonna move both of them at the same time, but this will allow us to do kind of a blend shape conditional thing, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna grab all of this. Do I have this in anything? I do have this in something. Alright. Put it in another deformer, and this we're in cheek puff. And I know I put this inside the mouth jaw one. I don't know if it really matters. It probably does. But I don't have the answers that you're looking for. I'm doing my bestest. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. Alright, so left. Boop. I'm gonna do the left side. I'm gonna take this damn thing and pull this out. Make a big old puffy ass cheek. And then I'm gonna grab this one, go like this, and make this big ass puffy cheek. I'm gonna have that out and just kind of see what I'm doing. Crap! I was selecting the wrong one when I did that. There we go. Make sure you're selecting on the right one when you do this. And now we have puffy cheek, puffy cheek. And so what we're gonna do is adjust the limited weights for blend shapes, okay? And what we're going to do is for like the left cheek, we're going to add the head X. Yes. Okay, and we're going to do 4. So that way when the head is turned, okay, like they're not aligned in there, but when the head's turned this way, you're not gonna get the puffy cheek. Show both of the puffy cheeks. Yeah, so you won't see the puffy cheek on this side for the left. You'll only get it on the right, but right now you get on both sides. So we're gonna try to like make it so it don't do that. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. I'm gonna go over here, go to the head X, and this is gonna be 5, so it's gonna have like that quick drop off. So now they'll only like show the puff. See, the puff got removed from over here as it turns. Yeah. All right, that's good enough for me. For this. And then if we want both of these to go up together, what we can do is we go over into the physics settings and we're going to add cheek puff. Okay. And we're going to do this as cheek angle 100, right? Okay, so this part here, like I'll be real with you. I don't know. But we're gonna do our best, okay? We're gonna just kind of throw in some low numbers here. And here we're gonna do like a -50, I guess. And here we'll do a 50. For the cheek buff. Oh. Oh, I didn't. I'm like, why is this moving? So I didn't hit enter on that one. I'm so dumb. And over here we're gonna do add. We're gonna add in both of these. And then with the cheek puff, we're gonna increase the output. Yeah, so kind of. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am triggering all the things. There, you can kind of see how like the. So when the cheek puff will occur, it's gonna kind of like pull both of them at the same time, and then it'll still do the thing that it's moving back and forth. It's a little funky on mine because, you know, but anyways. Okay, cool. Take that off. I think that's it for the mouth. I think we have the mouth done. There's a few things you could probably add later on, but for me, that's it for the mouth. Now we're gonna do the brows. I dumped everything into here. This is not organized in the least. Let's move my eyeballs to the top because I like my eyeballs at the top. And we're gonna take all these, so we're just gonna keep the brow Y, and we're getting rid of everything else for the brows. We're gonna add something. Alright, so there's two ways to do this. You can do them separately, or you can do them together. I do them together because... But I've seen it where this done separately, and similarly, like how we did the cheek buffs. You could do it with, like, a Ctrl. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do it as a brow inner up. Brow inner up. And we're going to have this at a 0 to 1 as a blend shape. This model uses it, the one I'm using, but I don't have really good control over my eyebrows. But I'm still going to rig it up anyways because I can. Yes. So you'll notice that I'm only going to do one side because I'm going to then take it and flip it to the other side because that's the kind of lazy ass person I am. Haha. So for the brow Y, we're gonna have the 3, and what you're gonna have is the kind of like the sad and the frowny face. Yeah. So for the negative one, we're gonna kind of, I'm gonna try to pull this down. Nah. I was like, let me try something different. I've never really tried doing it that way before. Usually I just kind of do this. And then like kind of I mean, it's kind of a chibi face, so. Also, if I didn't mention this before, which I might have or might not have, I don't know what's in here anymore. Everything that I show you on how to do on a chibi can be applied to a full body. The reason I do it on a chibi is because that's what I have at the moment. I want to like angle it in like that, like. I just think that's silly, and so I'm gonna make the default brow maybe a little lower, maybe somewhere in between. Yeah. So it's like So I kind of want to pull it in a little bit, like. Hold on. Let me turn this off. And let me hide that side. This is an angry brow. Let's make the mouth look angry. There we go. Now, how would I do this if I was drawing this? I would want it like that. And if this was in between, here, I want it more like here. I'll round it off back there a little bit. So it's more like that. Yeah. That's so traumatic. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Great. Groovy. I like it. Now when it comes to the inner, we want this part here to move. So it's almost like it's gonna be sad, like that. I'm gonna pull that down a little bit. Honestly, and okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is pull this more like this. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with it like that. I don't know why. Why does this look like a pile of poo-poo to me? It looks like a poo-poo pile. And I don't mean like it looks bad like shit. I mean it looks like a literal piece of poo-poo. Alright. It's just like dookie brows. Alright, anyways, so for this we're gonna limit the blend shapes. And we're going to do the brow Y. Add that. We want it on 0 for the 1, so we want it here. Yeah. I wish I could. Oh my god, I can do it like that. That's so funny, I love it. But no, we're gonna... We've adjusted it already, so we want it at, like... We can do it as a scale. No, because I definitely want it at the full the 0. So we want it on 5. So we're gonna do this on 5, so we have, like, this little cocked up brow here, and then when it goes up to here, it disappears. So down, a little poopy thing. I don't know why it reminds me of poopy. Alright, and surprisingly, that's it for the brows. Just brows, simple. Now we're gonna do the eyes. Now, I usually do an auto mesh for most of the eye stuff. The only thing I don't do that for is because for me, when I do my eyeballs, I keep this inner part attached to I keep the iris attached to the eyeball, but I do like this mesh around it so I can move and adjust it. And the reason I don't do it separately is because, and that's all you need to know about that. Oh shit! All right, we can change the. Can we edit this parameter? Yeah, we're gonna make this a blend shape. We're gonna make the eye smiles a blend shape. Edit parameter, blend shape. And then we're gonna edit this to make the max 2. Usually I do 1.4, but for the sake of ease, when I transfer things over, 2 is just easier because then it keeps it in the middle and I don't have to worry about hunting down for where things are. And honestly, it doesn't really fucking matter. You can do whatever you want as long as you adjust it accordingly in your tracking program. Alright, now I can't do this frowny face. I'm gonna do a smiley face. The little shrug to make it a cat mouth. Meow. This is why when you do the mouth press, you don't want it to be a cat mouth, because you can already make the cat mouth with a smile and a shrug. and then there's no way to make the other mouth. Okay, so this has just got big eyes. When we go to the close, we're gonna just kind of pull it down. Why are you... Why? Why is this... Why... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm adjusting accordingly. Also, I don't have them clipped to the sclera. Also, I know this is called the sclera. I just don't always know how to spell the sclera. Okay, so if you see it like really misspelt, that is because I don't always know how to spell, because I was taught by the US education system and they don't give a fuck about you if you have a learning disability like I do. So anyways, on that happy note, we're going to do the eye closed. We're gonna grab this, kind of pull it down right about here. I'm gonna, being that I'm using multiple, editing multiple at the same time because I have a lash color. I use the temporary deform over the ones I already have. It makes it easier so I can kind of just move this to where I want it, you know? I'm also going to turn off this for now. Let's turn you off too, because you're kind of confusing me. What are you doing? Why are you so jank right here? What is this? Oh, no, I don't care about you. I care about you. Why are you so jank here? What did I do to deserve this jank? Is it because I'm making another tutorial after I said I would not make any more tutorials because I want to work on my game? Well, I'm a little burnt out on that and I needed a break. And since, you know, I've learned blend shapes and the other tutorial is long as shit and I'm just hoping this one would be a little shorter, but now that I'm looking at my record time, I don't know how much shorter it's going to be. Sure as fuck not going to be 4 hours like the other one used to take me, but, you know, we're doing this mostly real time. You know what? Let me rename this to like makeup. Okay, cool. Now I at least know what I'm working on. Okay. Because this chibi's supposed to be a version of me, like baby gamma. Also, if I ever do anything that's an alt form, it's always blank gamma. So like cat gamma, demon gamma, baby gamma. I've had people try doing some weird things with that, and I'm like, no, you don't need to go there. We just gamma is fine. All right, so that'll work for that. I need to add the 3 for there too, I guess. Okay. I'm inverting them like this because your eyes are closed, your lashes are going down. They're all part of the same. People separate the shit out of theirs, and sometimes, like, this is much for me. Also the eye close would be down here because of the lower lid, and the lower lid should be underneath this. And I will do the lower lid as well. And kind of rotate it, pull it up underneath like that. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Do I even want to do anything with that? I kind of just want to leave it there. I know, like, normally, like, you might pull it down here with the line, but I kind of just want to leave it there. At most, maybe I'll pull it down just a little bit. Like that. Like that. Okay. And then the side piece, I'm gonna squish and pull down and kind of like rotate it in. Kind of like that. So kind of like, yeah. Da, 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 da. Also, I'm sorry, I'm listening to Christmas music. Listening to jazzy Christmas music. Because I'm classy as fuck. Again, I'm holding Alt to kind of pull in. And to drag it down here. I'm gonna like rotate it a little bit. And I'm sure there's much easier ways to do this. But this is how I do it. And this is how I'm showing you. I'm showing you how I do things. I'm not showing you how you do things. I'm not showing you how other people do things. I'm showing you how I do things. And I feel like I must emphasize this because I've had people get upset for me not doing things the way other people do things. They're like, why isn't it like this? And I'm like, because I'm not that person. But okay. I'll grab this and I'm gonna kind of go do the wide. Although I heard there's a thing that you can do and I've never tried it before. So like here, it was like, no, it didn't do anything. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna undo that because I don't know what I just did. I'm going to go back to my temporary deform tool. And I'm going to just kind of grab here. Yeah, we'll just make it a, well, alright. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. Pull this up. And out. You know what? Let me undo all that. Because I really want everything attached together. Alright, cool. So I want the side, this, the lower line, the lashes, yes. Make sure all that's selected. Don't be silly like me. Also, apparently I became a cat, but that's okay. I like cats. Alright, so temporary deform, grabbing one there, gonna put one there, I'm gonna put one there, there. Great. And now we're just gonna kind of make sure we're on the two. We're on the two over here. And we're just gonna like open it all up, nice and wide. Cool. This thing not happening, but everything else looking good. Really, this isn't gonna do too much. It's gonna be mostly this eyeball. Gonna be this eyeball. So when we get here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take it, Alt, Shift. I'm just gonna kind of shrink in the middle a little bit. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm gonna take this centering here. Go back over here and then Shift Alt again and kind of pull it in. And then for closing, I just kind of pull it down here. Oh, shit, I activated my tail. Well, let's just get rid of the cat stuff. Okay, there we go. We're not a cat anymore. But that's that. So, like, the height of the stuff isn't too much, but... Blah, 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 blah. And I just moved the eye down a little bit. Sometimes I squish the eye too. I'll go like a this. The kind of, I don't know, to feel like it's like, yeah, I don't know why I do it. Okay, I just like the look of it. Now we have the highlights as well if we want to do something with the highlights, because like. But for the most part, I just kind of like leave the highlights to their own device. Okay. Let's do an X and Y for this eyeball. I'm going to do that in the little lights over here. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to do eyeball left X, Y. And what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to kind of mush it this way. And then I'm also going to take the 4, do it by a 3 by 3. Nope. I'm sorry, a 2. Not a 52, thank you. A 2 by 2. Yeah, that's the one I want. I want to just take it and kind of like rotate it a little bit. Like look like it has a little bit of a oomph. Yeah. And then for the other side, we're just gonna take it and go this way. I do exaggerated. You can do whatever. I like it exaggerated, and then I can adjust it accordingly. Yeah. I've already told you how stupid I am. You don't need that. Alright, this is the up. It's the uppies. If you didn't know this is the uppies, this tutorial probably is a little too advanced for you, but like... Don't let me stop you. Do the tutorial you want. I'm a cat again. If it's too complicated for you, you're learning something, I'm sure. You'll get to it eventually. You'll figure it out. There we go. Alright, now that we got the main corners, we're going to synthesize. I mean, the main points we're going to synthesize. Because, yeah. Okay, now as far as this thing goes, why doesn't it follow it? Because I don't like it following it, so what I'm going to do is highlights left. It is going to move on its own, but it's going to be a little different. We don't need it so busy, because it's really... So what we're going to do is for eyeball X, it's going to move, but just a little bit. I don't want like massive movement. I like it where it's a little movement. Oops. Groovy. Synthesize corners. So now when it moves, it's kind of like... Okay. We're not done. We still have to do, like, the eye smile and stuff, but, like, I just want to do the eyeballs. Let me do the eyeballs. I'm gonna move these up top because I like them out of my way. Okay, now we're gonna take the lashes, the upper lid, we're just gonna take everything that's in, nope, in the eye. Everything that's the eye, right? And we're gonna add a blood shape. And we're going to kind of do it here. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my temporary path deforming. And I'm gonna grab it here, 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 here. And I'm gonna... Oh, I shouldn't do that! Okay, let's get rid of this one. And let's get rid of the lashes. So we're only gonna do those. So we have the upper lid, my makeup, the side, and the lower and the sclera. Alright, now we'll go back over here. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably wasn't. I'm really good at not thinking. Alright, and so now we kind of want to, like, pull this up as, like, a smiley eye. Like, a... That seems like a nice smiley eye, right? Yeah. Shit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to limit the blend shape because this is really scary, and we want this to smile, yep, and we want the left eye open. We do not want it on the one, so we want it on like the half. So what we're going to do is edit the graph. And over here, we're going to do 0.5. 0.5. And we're going to do 1. Okay. Which should... Why are you doing that? Should be at 100% here, and then here it should start tapering off. Give me add a row 2. Alright, we'll do it. Should do a taper off. Why are you still here at 1? You should be at 0. At 0, it should be 100%. Here it should be at 50%, and here it should be at 0%. But it is clearly still... Oh, because I only have it on the lashes. Chotomate kudasai. I thought I was still selected on all of them, but I wasn't because I am silly and I don't know what what the hell I was doing. That should be 0, and then we're gonna add a row, and this is gonna be a 0.5, and this is going to be a 50. We're gonna do an okay. So here, okay, good. Gucci. Gucci, 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 Gucci. Gucci, 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 Gucci. I know, I'm just like troubleshooting as we go along. It's just how things go. Gave my dog the cheese and he won't eat the cheese. He's just like grumbling again. I gave you attention this morning. You have to wait. I have shit to do. Alright, so the reason why we did the brow earlier is because we have the eye, and I'm going to do shit with the eye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that's not the eyeball and highlights. And I'm going to kind of just throw it in a deformer, and I'm just going to call this eye brow deformer eye 2 deformer. Okay, so like if we have wide like this and the brow is like this, I just want to make sure like things still look good, you know? But I am going to kind of like adjust things a little bit. So we're going to come over here to where it is this brow. I want it to sound like this. I'm just going to take this and kind of like squish it in. It doesn't have to be there. It could be like literally anywhere. Or it's just like giving it a little bit more like oomph, you know? And then up here we're just going to kind of like pull this out a little bit more. Nice, like wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then we're also going to do a little bit of this here. I'm going to take my brush and make it really small, and I'm just going to do the smallest like little pull up. And it shouldn't do the, well, it still does a pull up there. Right. I forgot I had the hammer thing. Good. Okay. Perfect. Honey. Ah, so deshita. Oh shit, I forgot to do the eye squint. I was like, I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. It's a squint. Alright, we're gonna replicate this parameter, and we're gonna edit this parameter, and this is just gonna be eye squint. Eye squint. And I'm gonna do the same down here, and I'm replicating it because it's just easier for me to just do that. You can just make a new one if you want. You don't have to replicate it. I'm just replicating it. This is what I do. As clear by the fact that I forgot how to do all of this shit. Alright, so grab all this stuff that's in here. Good news. It's in there. We don't have to worry about too much about it. So the eye squint's really going to affect the eye open. No, we just want it to. And what we're going to do is just kind of make my brush a little bit bigger. I'm gonna pull it up like this. We don't really need it on the closed. Yeah. I normally have like a listing of like the stuff I need to do, and I keep forgetting to look at it. It's like, oh, you need to do this, that, the other thing. It's kind of like a little checklist, if you will. But yeah. Alright, so for this, we're going to, nope, for you, we're going to limit the blend shapes. We're going to do eye squint, and we're going to do it for eye open, and we're going to do this. Yeah. So it won't affect here, but it will affect past there. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, back to what I was doing before that I forgot is to kind of check to see how this stuff's looking. Because like you move your mouth to side by side and like I feel like that's so weird. It would affect your eyes a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'll leave it. I'm just gonna leave it because you can add that if you want. I don't want to add it. I'm getting lazy. But yes, now we have this. We have the side done? I think we have the side done. Yeah, we've added the stuff we needed to. It blinks. It squints. I think we're good on that. Great. There's one other thing I kind of want to do to this. Okay, so this is just a me thing. You don't have to do this. Okay, you know how I've selected that, and you know how like when it goes wide, it goes small. Well, so I wanted to kind of add to the blend shape of it. So when you're on smile, it's going to widen. So like it's showing that you're excited. And again, Alt and Shift to make it wider. Like, what is the size difference between this and this? Looks about the same. Let's limit the blend shape. Left eye open, and I kind of just want to. Yeah, I just want it this way. Actually, I don't want it at 0%. I'll do this at like 50%. Or not 0.5, 50. Yeah. Yeah, so it's still a little wider, but it's not completely wide. I like it like that. Okay, good. Now comes the fun part of selecting all of this. Control copy, Control paste. Great. We have this. We're gonna right click, hit reflect. I do all that separately. Okay, and then I move it to where I have the kind of faint outline of the other one. It's kind of why I kind of keep it there so I can. Oops. Hell is in the middle of this. So you can kind of see where that other line eye was. Yeah. I try to move it till it lines up perfect. And then I go and I just turn it off. Alright, now things are gonna be a little wonky, but we're gonna fix it. So for this, I'm gonna reflect this. And this has a physics attached to it. But I want this over here. So I'm just going to kind of slide it over into place. Great. This is going to be reflected as well. So we're going to reflect this back so it's on this side. Perfect. This I got to change a few times, but this is pink. Alright, cool. So now I have my pink on that side. Now the XY. The Y is fine, but the X is gonna go back and forth, all derpy like. So we're just going to do the adjust. I hit change. And we're going to take this top value and turn that into a 1. And this one we're going to do a -1. We're going to do a -1. And what that means is the original value is 1. It's going to be -1, which means it's going to flip to the opposite side. So now they both move to where they need to be. Gucci. For the brow, we need to move this down to the Y, so we're going to do it, and we're going to do a change. Instead of being brow left, we're going to brow right. Yep. Like good. Now for this stuffs. And I think even the eyeball. Okay, so we're gonna select everything but the highlights. Yes. Honestly, you know what we can? We can just select it all. Select it all, okay? Everything that's on the eye open, we're gonna left eye open, we're gonna change it to the right eye open. Yep. Everything that's on the left smile, we're going to change to the right eye smile. Yep. Same with the squint. And this is why I normally do like a 1.4 for the eye wide, and I do 2 because it's just easier at this point, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. Oh! Gotta fix that. Now it kind of feels like everything's doing Gucci. The highlights wiggle. Ears wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright, let me get some shit on here and then we can export it and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, it's been a little bit of time. I had Christmas stuff to do, but I've come back. Okay, so for this, we're gonna test out how it's rigged. Okay. Now I'm tracking in here and I'm using the external app integration, which you can connect to your VTube Studio here. If we're in settings, just so you know, there's this right here, this Live2d Cubism editor API. You can connect that way. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing here, so we can test it. Wonder if it might not recognize some of them. Maybe I named them wrong. I'll grab this and bring it over here and take a quick look. See what they're named in mine. Mouth X. I capitalized the X. I don't know if that really matters. Yeah, apparently apparently capitalization matters. Okay. Pull this over just a little bit. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna look at both of them in comparison. Because it's tracking both right now. But you can kind of see like how the mouth is tracking. Or at least how I do it. Yeah. So this is kind of an easy, I don't know if it's easier, but it's definitely a lot quicker than the other one that I was doing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. But anyways, I hope this was helpful, and yeah, hope you're able. I don't know. I hope it was useful to you. That's all I know. Also, if you like this chibi here, I've passed it off to my friend Squishy to do the rigging, because she's really good at Live2d rigging, and she's going to put it up for sale on Booth at sometime next year, so you can look forward to that, and it's going to be customizable and shit, so yeah. No pressure, Squishy, but I'm letting the word out there. Alright, I don't know how much more I'm gonna do for tutorials. I just had some free time, being that I'm taking a little bit of a break from working on my game until the new year. Yeah, so anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and like, comment, subscribe, share, bell. I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want. I love you. Okay, goodbye.